All right, I'm ready to get started on my next project. It's going to be this one. I haven't done vehicles before, the bus and the car. It looks like a Volkswagen bus and a little VW bug. And then on this side it has fun life and some flowers. So I'm going to get started on painting this, and I think I'm going to use some blues and some yellows for at least the VW bus. So I got to get set up for that. Okay, I'm going to get out my yellow. Ooh, sunny, bright yellow. And some blue. Don't need too much. Some blue, and this is my favorite blue. I'm running low on it. And I think I'll also use some orange. Orange. And I'm gonna try white. I haven't tried white before, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, no, it hasn't been opened before. So let's try some white. On the Volkswagen bug, I think like maybe for the top, it's gonna need some white. So let's get this shaken up. I'm already making a mess. Ah! Some white. There we go. I think I'm gonna also need to go get some water. I don't have any water out here. So momentito. Also got me some new paint brushes, which I'm eager to try. They have a wider tip on them for like bigger areas that I have to cover. Woo! I'm such a mess maker. So for like these bigger areas, I think they'll be good for that. So I'm gonna try these today. Woohoo! Let's get started. Let's see how well these paint brushes work. I just want to get my first coat on here. And I know I want yellow and white. I think I'm going to go do the white up here at the top right now. So let me get a really tiny paintbrush. A little messy, but I'll go back over it with the Sharpie to clean up my lines. And then I wanted some yellow, so let's switch to some yellow. This is going to be an old VW beach bus. So the paint doesn't have to be just right. It could be kind of faded in areas. So that's a good start. All right, this is what I've gotten done so far on the bus. I think I'm going to move over to the car for right now. I got to choose what colors I want for the car. Maybe the darker blue. Let's try that. The darker blue and some orange. Woohoo! Maybe as like a racing stripe. I used to have an orange Arrow car. It was like a little sports car. It was orange with black racing stripes. Oh, I love that car. I used to spit spot around town. all the time, and I could fishtail it, not on purpose, but it was so light in the back that it fishtailed a lot. All right, that's a good start. Now let me think about what else I want to do. All right, well, yesterday I got hijacked by a friend. She stopped by and asked me to go on a walk. So we went on a walk and just talked and visited for a while. So I didn't get much more done on my project. So this is where I'm at today, and I'm going to continue on. Hopefully I'll get it done today, because I do have 1, 2, 3 more plants that are left over from my project prior to this that I need to get planted. So I need to get this done because my plants are getting a little bit weary of staying in their little tiny pots that I bought them in. So I don't know if my paint is still wet from yesterday. I covered it up. It looks like it's still wet. So hopefully I can use the same paint. So I'm ready to get started again. The top of my paint has a little kind of thick covering. Kind of like homemade pudding when you leave it sitting. Oh, this tire is missing its hubcap. He either lost it taking a sharp right turn. Would that be a right turn or a left turn? So, I put the stencil away. I'm going to have to give him a hubcap. I have some sparkly silver paint that I haven't used before. So I'm thinking about using it for maybe like the bumpers. I just want to see what it paints like. I can't fix his hubcap yet because my paint's wet. No. You can see it sparkling a little bit. I'm gonna have to put it down on my lap to get a good angle on it. All right, let's see. Let's sparkle up your bumper. I do want to sparkle up the hubcap too. Maybe I'll do this one and do the other one once I get it put on there. Gotta give it some bling. I don't know how sparkly that's gonna be. You can see it sparkle a little bit. Ooh, maybe I'll put some around the windows. Or some on the bus. I kind of like the bus. Oh yeah, maybe I'll put it on the bus's bumper. Let's see. Yeah, it sparkles a little bit. This reminded me of the Scooby-Doo van when I just looked at it. What was that van called? The Mystery Machine. The Mystery Machine. If it wasn't for those kids. Remember Scooby-Doo? Scooby, Scooby-Doo. You know, I notice a lot of things when I'm looking back at what I filmed. A lot of big particles of dust flying around here in the garage that I really don't see with my eye. What color should I do fun? I think it may be pink. Let's try pink. So far. So I think I gotta let this dry. Oh, maybe I could do, no, I don't think I could reach the leaf without touching the wet paint. So I'll let this dry and I'll do something else. Momentito. I thought I was gonna get my tub done yesterday, but life happened. So I had to get back to it today. And what I'm doing right now is I added some silver around the top edge, some silver and some blue, and now I'm adding some silver on the corners and streaking some silver silver through the sides of it and the front. What I'm doing is adding silver to the corners. Just like that. All right, let's take a look-see. When I was streaking on my silver, I accidentally put my brush in the pink, which I didn't know. So when I brushed it on, pink got in there, and then I was like, hey, just go with it. So I went ahead and brushed some pink all through it. All right, I finished my tub. This is what it looks like. It's got the VW bus and the little, I think it's a Volkswagen car, and a flower, and it says fun. And then this side has all the flowers, and it says fun life. So these are the lovelies that I'm going to put inside of them. Gloves. I don't know why I put my gloves on because I always end up taking them off. Gloves. I think I have just a little bit of soil in here to add to the bottom. Let's do that. There wasn't that much left over in this bag. So, let's start a new bag. I have a new bag right here. I think I should set the potting soil in like a big bucket so I could leave it sitting up right here. So let me grab a bucket. Wow, now that's a big bucket. This is going to be one of my next projects. What am I going to do with that? They're beautiful. All right, That might be too deep. No, it's okay. I just wanted to hold my potting soil so I don't have to keep reaching down. Yeah, these big buckets are going to be one of my next projects. I'm looking forward to that. I always get impatient. I stopped using the scooper. I end up taking my gloves off. Oh, speaking of impatient, these are my next projects also. I have me some impatiens to just sprinkle out in an area that is yet to be determined. Some impatiens, some wildflower blend for a shady area, a fragrant bouquet of different flowers, and this one, painted daisy. So these are my project that I'm waiting for. It says to plant after the first or the last frost, like right when spring starts. I'm not quite sure when that is. But this is my little soon to be planted bucket along with this the big tubs. Coming soon. But I digressed. Back to this. Once again, the gloves off. It just, I could feel everything. Plus my fingers fit easier in here. Hi. Mailman. I'm such a mess maker. Just dump it in there. Alright, I pretty much got the soil all around. So what I'm going to do now is put some rocks on top. I don't know if I'll use decorative rocks because you won't really be able to see them. But these I like using in the bottom. So I'm going to find some rocks and just dabble them around the top, which will help keep the moisture in. These white ones, because just in case you do see them poking out, the white will be such a beautiful contrast against the purple flowers and the blue bucket. Ooh. I'm just an accident waiting to happen. I think I'm going to add a little sparkle and then get these lovely ladies ready for their photo shoot. Ooh, these are my newfound colors from the Dollar Tree. This beautiful like baby blue and this lime green. I'm going to sprinkle some of that on top. It's not really the sparkle, but it's a color. It's a pop of color. Against the beautiful purple. You can always use some pop of color. Oh yeah, that looks so pretty. My lovely ladies. My little darlings. Some of you lovely green. Just a little bit. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, I love that. All right, and now I'm going to get them ready for their photo shoot. Woohoo! Just cleaning up. I find paintbrushes come in handy for the cleanup. Oh, I got some mud. Almost ready for their photo shoot. Handy dandy paintbrushes. They're dirt brushes now. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Frugal Gardener. Coming soon, you can see what I do with these 3 huge buckets. Stay tuned.